Are we in a buyer's market right now, or is it still a hot time for you sellers out there? With the rate still hovering around 7%, are sellers still having a say in the price of their home, or are buyers starting to have more of the say? Stay tuned to my latest housing market report to see who's winning the battle of home sales this summer. Hey everyone, for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Joe Skipper and I'm the owner of Skipper Realty Group, brokered by eXp Realty. I live and work in the Portland metro area and serve clients all over the Willamette Valley. And today we're gonna go over the latest stats in the Portland area and specifically Wilsonville. But if you live in a certain area and wanna get the details on that area, comment below or send me a message and I'll get your city in the next video. And if you want to see different stats or my opinions on certain aspects of the housing market not covered in this video, comment below and I can address any questions or comments that you have. I love hearing your thoughts and want to put out the best content to help you on your buying and selling journey. So reach out to me if you want something specific. In the meantime, let's go over the latest stats for the month of June. So in May, the median sales price dropped quite a bit last month to $655,000. This was a 15.7% drop from the last month and 9.3% from last year. Now, I specifically pay attention to the longer term trends because month to month can go up and down like a yo-yo sometimes, so you really can't get a feel for what's happening in the market by looking at that particular stat. But from what I see on these numbers is more of a stabilization rather than something to be concerned about at this point. I do think the market is turning to, if not already, a buyer's market. It's a weird market though because it's not a traditional market, buyer's market per se. The rates are holding buyers back, so they're only able to look for deals on a home and they're not paying for a home on the higher end of market value. So what that means is that sellers are having to lower their prices on the homes to get the buyers to be interested if they came in too high in the first place. So from what I am seeing is that buyers are still desperate to find a home. So the demand is still there, but they can't afford what they once could afford at rates of 5 to 6%. Sellers still come into the market thinking buyers are sitting on the edge of their seat to buy their place, and they price it too high for the market. Buyers are there, but again, they need a home on the lower end of market value versus the higher end, and ultimately the home sits on the market for a while, drops to that lower end of the market value, and then it sells. So like I said, it's a weird market because demand is high and also supply is getting higher. And if rates did drop, we could see another little surge in home prices if so. So my suggestion for sellers is to not only have your home in its best condition prior to listing it, but to list on the lower end of market value. Not lower than market value, you still want to maximize your investment, but on the lower end of the market to garner the most attention for your home. For buyers, start making offers with your needs in mind. Sellers are more open than ever to entertaining closing cost concessions or helping you buy your interest rate down, so don't be afraid to ask in this market. The worst they can say is no, so go for it. The active inventory rose 55% to 45 single-family homes this month. Like I was saying, the inventory continues to rise as we go into the summer. This isn't uncommon, so the rise isn't nuts, but as a seller, you do want to do what's necessary to set your home apart from the others that are on the market now. Our company works with each of our clients and provides a design consultation with our designers to get your home looking its best prior to the sale. With more homes coming on the market and buyers scared to buy, you need to work with an expert in the industry to maximize that investment. The median days on market stayed around 30 days, which isn't a long time in the scheme of things. What we're seeing anecdotally is that homes are sitting on the market just a bit longer, but not anything that is of concern. For sellers, the longer time on market is kind of freaking them out, but the last time they were probably in the market was during COVID when homes were selling in 24 hours. So it's common to see the sellers worry after a week or two on the market. Now, as a seller, just know that the times have changed and homes are sitting generally on the market for a longer period of time. That doesn't mean your home sucks or that something is wrong necessarily with your place. It's just that what it is sometimes, and it takes the right buyer to come into the market to love your home specifically. Stick with a good agent who has a good marketing plan that will continue to push your home out to the right people for your place. For buyers, start making the offers right away. Because of sellers' anxiousness being on the market so long, they're open to various ideas to get under contract. If you need a rate buy down or closing costs to make a deal happen, ask for it. Sellers are open to ideas and are working with buyers currently to make deals happen, so don't be afraid to make an offer that you may think doesn't look so great to the seller. So my side rant is that buyers agents are not advising their clients properly to do this. Buyers agents need to be more aggressive with their offers and advising buyers that they have more leverage than in previous years and use it. Even if the home has only been on the market for a week, it's worth making an offer on it, even if they think the seller won't accept it. So if you're a buyer and your agent is currently telling you to not make an offer on a home that's only been on the market for a week, and your offer may not get accepted because you're asking for closing costs, for example, get a new agent. The sales to list price ratio has been hovering around 98% for the past few months. What that means is that homes are selling for just under what they're listed for. That's a pretty good ratio, but is showing that sellers are still coming in a bit hot when they first list their homes, and ultimately they're going for under what they're asking for. Price it right from the beginning and you'll generally see it go for quicker and for full price. Now I wanted to compare these stats to a nearby town of Sherwood. They're a bit north and a bit west of Wilsonville and is an area that people look in while looking for homes in the suburbs of Portland. So I think it's good to see what neighboring towns are doing market-wise as well. And again, if you want to know about a specific city for you, drop a comment below and I'll cover it next month. But the median sold price in Sherwood was $785,000, which is a big jump of 22% from last month and a 10% increase from the previous year. The inventory was 39, which was a slight drop from 47 last month and stayed about the same last year. Days on market for Sherwood was 57 compared to 60 last month. So what does this all mean for Sherwood? Well, prices are much higher than average for Sherwood this month, but if you look at the trends for both, Sherwood and Wilsonville alternate pricing on a month-to-month basis, so it's nothing to note there necessarily. The inventory for single-family homes also stays around the same, but the days on market are quite a bit more in Sherwood. Doesn't mean Sherwood sucks, it just shows more that the stats vary from city to city, and ultimately means that you can't wait and rely on the national news and get your real estate information from them only. They're covering our entire country and have to fit the data into a 30-second soundbite. Oregon, and more specifically the Willamette Valley, is not experiencing the same things that the national media is reporting on. So I'm going to sound like a broken record, but work with an expert in the real estate industry that knows the community and give you real-time local advice on the market. So if you're a buyer or a seller or you're wanting to invest in a home right now, we would love to work with you on that. We customize plans for each of our clients to maximize the return on their investment and make it as seamless as possible. So comment below, reach out to me directly to get you set up with a plan just for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my page so that you can stay up to date with the latest real estate news, tips and tricks to buy and sell in this market. Talk soon.